Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This message is for Capricorns. How are you doing? Yeah, happy birthday to the Capricorns. Moving into Capricorn Aquarius energy, which is Saturn and Aquarius. God bless you. Here is your first card, and it's going to be the Magician. Wow, that's beautiful. So the Magician here, if you can look at the card, it actually has the sign of infinity. It's like the number 8. He has his hand up, even like worship, um, extending his hand and his knife, which is one of his tools on his altar to the Most High. These are instruments for the magician um, when he's working on something he wants to manifest. On his table, he also has the cup to drink out of, which can look like the 8 as well. So we can look at 8 and 8, which is actually 16, 7, the end of something and the beginning of something, right? Um, so moving on from there, the magician, it indicates or is indicative of manifestations that hasn't came into view yet, but they're coming into manifestations. You learn to work with your energy, and that's what he's doing. He's practicing how to be one with the infinite source, the divine, and speak those things as though they are. How is that? Because you drink and you ingest the works that you want to manifest. When you drink, you ingest something for the body to continue to operate. And that means that even with your words, your infinity sign, with this, you work the magic. Some people don't like that word, but you work your magic through the power of your words spoken and the focus. And so the magician also is someone who is a smooth talker. So we have to be watchful, Capricorns, in the case of people coming back into our lives during this time because Mercury retrograde is still going on. That's a smooth talker or a con artist. You might be a smooth talker. You might be someone that work in community that's helping individuals in the community. Just be wise with your words when you're giving counsel because we don't want someone that looks like a con artist. So you got two things going on here where balance is needed in communication and also balance in communication with others. Others that come in also recognize when their communication isn't balanced with you. So the magician is a Gemini energy. It gives you short distance travel. It gives you the ability to communicate with others. It also gives you the ability to public speaking, ability to publish if you're writing and journaling. And if you find that that's something that makes you feel good when you're out of sorts, the magician does all of these things while he is actually retrograde Mercury, Gemini. There's inner, say, like promptings, or some people might feel energetics. Some might call it anxious, but what it is um, water's being stirred up to come up to give you knowledge on where you should be going and what you should be doing, how you should be communicating, and how you should be speaking. It's like knowledge that's stirring up in the depths of who you are. So it becomes a part of the air once that Mercury retrograde turns around in Capricorn. So um, what you would do with the magician, if you've seen someone coming on with communication and they are seeming to be a con artist, you want to kind of like just kind of shift yourself out of that, walk away from it, be kind. Because we always have that positive energy that we're sending forth into the universe. Be kind, but for yourself, know that someone might be trying to lead you on for their own endeavors. The other thing is this is a strong influence of leadership because the magician, in most cases, which is Mercury, they study a lot. They have a lot of inner wisdom. And with that being said, you can pull on that inner wisdom, which is a potential for your growth to get you through doors and opportunity that you've been hoping for. Okay. So I hope that's clear because that's a lot of information. But the number one, two thing is that you communicate properly, openly, and that making sure that people understand what you're saying when you communicate, and to be aware of people that are coming for their own good. Maybe you're someone that's resourceful and they're coming to get your resources, and you want to have awareness that they're coming to get what you have, but not having good thoughts towards you, just being aware. I understand people don't want to hear that kind of information, but it's necessary because you're actually learning from individuals and they're learning from you. What you will give is what they will take, and what you will not give is what they'll be aware of, that they're going to have to be right with you or use the right methods with you. They can't just come and take or be a con artist or give you tasteful words that you're going to speak, or that you're going to ingest anymore. You see through them in this season, right? So it could be somebody from the past, it could be professional, it could be relationships, it could be anything that's went on in your life that didn't work out at some point. So here is your next card, and this is the Six of Pentacles. Um, See, this is why you're looking at things from the perspective of your own awareness. Maybe in the past you thought, and you may have even seeded into others without looking at what you needed. Well, here's the time of success for you: prosperity and generosity. Financial blessings are coming in. So some of this is a lot of your testing and the discernment that you're using in this time of your life to understand that you're not going to repeat things that you've already learned from people. That even when you have someone new that comes in, if they look like somebody, but they don't have the same body, it's a countenance that reminds you of something from the past that you want to be aware, so that you don't block or cut off or sabotage your success. The Six of Pentacles is prosperity, is also connected to nonprofits and philanthropy. You might be someone that works in humanities, working with humanitarianism, that kind of thing, a selfless kind of charity act. You may be someone that's actually being coached from the universe to go into those areas. So your prosperity is coming in through these endeavors, but also something that you did where you planted into community and people, even family, because you see this guy is giving this person something. So this is something that you've done. Okay. And this is an earth sign card. The Six of Pentacles is victory. And it's a good card at this time too, because Taurus is the North Node is in Taurus. If you have Taurus energy, the Taurus energy is coming up and bringing in information for you. You could be an investor of stock. Stock has been going up and down, but the key is that the bull is representative of the stock market, of agriculture. You could be making money in those areas if you hadn't thought about it. Those could be nonprofit areas as well. Generational wealth could be coming your way. You might be somebody that's of a priesthood. Priest is not just that you go into the church, but you're out here giving to people in the community, because people were anointed to give to the community or to do community work. It goes a long way, that priesthood understanding. So here is your third card, and it is the Ace of Swords. So there is some things that you'll be cutting off and taking command and action. There's new beginnings because you cut off some things, you release some things. That magician in you also discerning again what is not profitable and what is not wise to keep in your life, is bringing in the sword. And I like to say the sword of the Lord, and it's bringing justice. The ace is also bringing in a triumphant victory over difficulty. So some things that you've been going through is coming to an end. I think that it's probably showing up in your life already, that endings have taken place, because you probably can see manifestations are coming in. Don't think it's just for now. It's a long lasting manifestation of breakthroughs. You have wonderful cards, because victory is all over this here. It's also the change that you're making in yourself to understand how important you are to life. Life is telling you that you're important and you have a purpose and a plan. And so, if you work with your purpose and plan and keep that focus every day, what's going to happen is you will manifest the things that the universe has called you to bring, and those things that you want out of life. Always write your notes, take down your notes, journal about things that you've been through. I think that many of you have been through a lot of things that is going to cause you to begin to be speakers. And so that is also, again, a mercurial energy that is influencing you to get your message out wherever you went through hurt, pain, and shame. Turn it in for your gain, or into your gain. Okay, you guys be blessed, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for subscribing and being a part.